Welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live on Litter Media Radio and on YouTube with Mike Smith. I'm Dan Ramey, and Mr. Hand 2, Aaron Glandon, is off to my immediate left, as you saw there. Welcome to the show. We survived the weather overnight, and I was thinking about you, Mike, when I was watching Dave Mazza saying, okay, Frankfurt is getting hit right now. I was concerned for you. But I knew you had a basement, so I knew you were probably in that basement with your darling bride.
Yes, we were there. Mm-hmm. Is that where we're starting?
Might as well.
All right. Severe weather roared through the area overnight, causing tornado and severe thunderstorm alerts. A possible tornado took down a grain bin in eastern Fayette County in the same system that showed radar rotation in northwestern Ross County, which is the image that the National Weather Service put out, and you see right here. We were up and at 'em until about 2:30 this morning, sharing everything the National Weather Service did on both our Litter Media X and Litter Media Facebook. We try to do that, and we've had some nice shout-outs for people who were following us, so we appreciate that. Rain remains in the forecast today through Sunday, actually through Monday. Flooding is possible in low-lying areas with this rain tonight. There's a slight chance of some severe weather, but flooding is more of a concern tonight with 1 to 2 inches of rain possible just this evening with heavy downpours at times. Friday, continued rain, high 60, back up to 73 with rain on Saturday, rain and 54. We're up and down. And then early next week, they're talking about mid to upper 40s for a high on Tuesday and Wednesday, despite the fact no rain and sunshine.
We had a little over an inch of rain in the rain gauge this morning, and you talked about going to bed at 2:30. I couldn't go to bed till it was almost 4 o'clock because the tornado warning system was still going off on my phone, and every time you start to doze off.
Well, I was in bed,
startled.
let's put it that way. I wasn't sleeping a whole lot either. But
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, so that's a quick recap of the weather and a look ahead for you as well. Got other things going on, too, news, sports, and this date in history. What year do we go to?
Yeah, it's been too quick. 1860. I think we
1860.
might have had this one 2 years ago, but we're bringing it back.
Today is Thursday, so we have our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week coming up, too, so stick close for that. But first, let's tell you about Scioto Valley Dumpsters. 740-253-8389 is the number to call. So if you have a need for a dumpster, whether it be for your business or your residence, that's the number, 740-253-8389 for Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
You can follow along on littermedia.com if you'd like to and take a look at some of the stories we have to share with you today, as well as find all of our social media information and other platforms that we use like Spotify and Litter Media Radio, all in the upper right-hand corner of littermedia.com.
Top of the news today, other than the weather, the Greenfield Historical Society is attempting to restore the Shiloh Baptist Church in Greenfield, and they were our Litter Media Live Special Edition guests this morning. Harold Schmidt was joined by Jay Hardy and Wendy Royce, who talked about their fundraising efforts and the task ahead to restore what was one of Greenfield's first African-American churches in the mid to late 1800s.
The original congregation was formed in 1866, and they met in a schoolhouse or a little bit north of Greenfield. All right, and eventually in 1874, were able to purchase a piece of property in Greenfield, and that property was in the hands of the church or church members until 2018, when they offered it to the Greenfield Historical Society. It's brick. It looks very much like the plan of a one-room schoolhouse, one floor, long windows, and over the years they have done some improvements, put some stained glass windows in. We aren't sure exactly when the church stopped meeting.
And when you can see,
Yes,
if you want to
there's a picture.
describe what you're
Yes.
seeing there on the screen.
Yes, this is after the congregation disbanded, then the Black Masonic Lodge had spaces there and used that building. And we're looking at the basement, I think, some of the damage of brickwork just from weather. Amazingly, this is right behind the Presbyterian Church next to the Greenfield school system. And those windows have stayed. The building has stayed in great shape. This is the only known picture that we have of the congregation.
Oh.
And this is one of the windows. The pattern of all the windows are the same, and then whoever donated or paid for the window has their name underneath it. There was an improvement in 1925, their 50th anniversary.
The next fundraiser dinner in efforts to renovate the church will be this Sunday, April 6th, from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., and that is always at what they call the Grain and Hay Building in Greenfield.
And they've got a nice menu lineup we saw.
Yes, they do.
As well. Is it ham loaf? Is that what
That's
the
one
main,
of them, yeah.
the main fare right there? Congratulations to Bishop Flaget School. They have a new principal. Dr. Derya Rix will become the next principal of Flaget, effective July 1st, replacing longtime administrator Laura Colquhoun. Dr. Rix, who most recently taught at St. Benedict School in Kansas and Holy Apostles College and Seminary in Connecticut, brings with her over a decade of teaching, writing, and public speaking experience. An author and a former high school admissions director and recruiter, she's passionate about Catholic education. The community is invited to meet Dr. Rix at 6 p.m. later today at Bishop Flaget School inside the gymnasium. So the Panthers have new leadership. Congratulations.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and the Garden Family Advocacy Center, formerly known as the Child Protection Center, will be displaying their Pinwheels for Prevention at the head of Yoctangee Park in Chillicothe at noon tomorrow. That's Friday. This is open to the public. Now, yesterday, the group honored several individuals for their work in child abuse prevention, including Pickaway County Sheriff Captain Jonathan Strauser, who received the Connie Gosden Award. It's presented there by Rhiannon Gill, who's Executive Director of the Garden Family Advocacy Center. Congratulations to Captain Strauser.
And they're pretty happy at Paper City Coffee today because of a wide variety of things that they do there. Coffees and lattes, of course, a valuable mentoring program for local teens on the side. They've received an economic development grant from the Joint Economic Development Initiative of Southern Ohio. Owners Lance and McKenna Harper and Cade and Madison Harper will receive $18,750 to help them continue their journey of mentoring youth in the community. And I guess they're also going to branch out and get their own grinder and get coffee beans brought in and start a second business in that, or maybe a second service that they provide with their business. So pretty cool things going on there. And Paper City Coffee has been fantastic over the years and become a very popular spot right there at the corner of 4th and Paint Street.
Ohio Spring Youth Turkey Hunting Season is Saturday and Sunday, April 12th and 13th. Ohio's regular seasons are divided into two zones, the South Zone, which begins on Saturday, April the 19th, and the Northeast Zone, which opens on Saturday, May the 3rd. And the limit this year is one bearded turkey. I'm not sure whether that turkey had a beard or not. Did he shave this morning?
Yeah, I think that's the beard.
Or is that a
his
she?
neck there.
Is that a she? I don't know.
I don't know that the she's have beards.
It's not like the bearded lady in the circus then. Right?
I can't say. I really don't know.
Yeah. Our road report today, work is underway for a bridge replacement project on State Route 207 between Rincliffe Lane and Stone Road. Work will occur daily for this construction. Again, 207 will be closed for the duration of the project and traffic detoured via State Route 138 to US 35 to State Route 104, and that project continues through the spring.
According to AI on Google, while most male turkeys, toms, have beards, some female turkeys, hens, can also have beards. How about that?
There you go.
Though they're typically much shorter and thinner beards.
Gotcha.
So that might have been a hen, so to speak, turkey that we saw there just a moment ago. Also, something that I saw on Facebook last night, the Roadside Rest in South Bloomfield is open. And it is very decorative inside. And Chillicothe's own Ben Daughters and his 2 daughters or 3 daughters are on one of the pictures there as well.
Wow.
They have photos up in the very top of the, around, I guess, what do you call that? Up inside the main lobby of the rest area.
Atrium or whatever you call it.
Yeah. So they've got like Ohio Matters. There's a Ohio Earthworks deal there, as well as a picture of Ben Daughters carrying on his back his daughters.
Gotcha.
Through Adena Mansion and Gardens. So congratulations. All right, coming up, a look at sports in just a moment. But first, Haynes Total Health Care Center has been dealing with chiropractic needs of our community for more than 50 years now, physical therapy as well as nutrition. You want to find out what they do, see their doctors and their rest of their staff members? It's all available on their website. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you right to hayneshealth.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
The spring sales event at Hometown Motors Incorporated continues. Brand new riding mowers, riding tractors starting at $1699.99. New zero-turn mowers starting at $3399.99. New walk-behind starting at $399.99. You want a new chainsaw starting at $279.99. along with new blowers, $199.99, and new trimmers at $229.99. Hurry in to get the best selection at Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hometown Motors, your store for the outdoors. Time for sports, and in sports today, we begin with Evan Cubed. I got to looking, and I thought 3 of these kids are named Evan. Evan Ader, who is from Adena High School. Evan Bauer, who is from Northwest High School. Evan Sibrel, who is a graduate student now from Chillicothe High School. And you wonder about Josiah Ramdeen. He is from a Caribbean island.
Huh.
I can't remember the name of the island, which one he's from. But they are all on the NAIA Academic All-District team for Shawnee State and the Bears swim team. Congratulations to Evan, and Josiah. Taze Valley's Trevor Youngkin has resigned as girls basketball coach after 9 seasons as a coach. He spent 3 years at Westfall and then moving on to his alma mater at Taze Valley the last 6 years. His teams from 2022 through 24, which includes this celebration right here, they had a combined record of 52-23 with an MSL Buckeye title, and they also were in second place a couple of seasons as well. Congratulations to Trevor. Of course, his daughter, Kennedy, is down at East Tennessee State. And so, yes, he mentioned to me, I reached out to him last night. He says, yeah, there's going to be a lot more time to travel to Tennessee. So she was just a freshman this year. She got some playing time, but not a lot. But as she progresses, she's probably going to be a more focal point of their team. So I'm sure Dad would like to be there to see that.
Understood.
Congratulations.
High school baseball and softball last night. They got all the games in before the rains came later that evening. Still a lot of non-conference baseball. Miami Trace, Zane Trace, Huntington, Lynchburg, Clay, Piketon, Hillsborough, and Lancaster winner. Chillicothe, we didn't get the score from Coach Barr until this morning. They were a winner last night, 7-5 over Gallia Academy. SOC baseball, Valley, South Webster, Northwest, Eastern, Oak Hill, Green, and Notre Dame all winners. MSL Buckeye winners, Bloom Carroll, Fairfield Union, and Hamilton Township were victorious. Looking over at softball, and there it comes. FAC continues to roll. Chillicothe still unbeaten. So is Jackson and Hillsborough. Those 3 teams lining up for the big matchups between each other.
And Jackson's a couple of games ahead of Hillsborough and Chillicothe, too. I'm going to guess
you're talking about on the schedule.
On the schedule, yeah.
Buckeye, MSL, Bloom Carroll, Liberty Union. Now, this was a biggie here. Now, remember, Liberty Union is the defending state champion. And Fairfield Union gave them what for last night. We never could find the score. All we know is that Liberty Union won it in 8 innings, which is extra innings for high school. Amanda Clear Creek a winner. And in the SOC action, Wheelersburg, Waverly, Minford, Eastern, Western, Sims Valley, Portsmouth, Clay, and Notre Dame among the winners down in non-conference play. Logan Elm, yeah, that is right, 6-2. Is that Paint Valley? I'm blocked out by the camera here. South Point, and who beat West Muskingum? Logan. Okay.
South Point beat Piketon 9-1. Piketon's been averaging, 25 runs a game?
But South Point's, I've seen them the last 2 years in the tournament there.
And we got to give a shout-out to Western. The girls were in here last week, and some of those girls were on the softball team. So
somebody actually called their score in.
How about that?
So that's
message delivered and message received.
Lined up. I wish the news was so much better for the Reds, but it's not. After scoring 14 runs in their opening game in their series with Texas, they were shut out by identical 1-0 scores the next 2 games. So Cincinnati was outscored by Texas 14-5.
Did you see the video on this catch?
Yeah.
He went 119 feet to get this
Actually,
catch.
I saw it live. He was farther away than the third baseman, but he was the one that ended up making the catch. The Reds move on to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers tonight. The news wasn't any better for the Guardians out on the left coast. They got swept by the Padres last night by a score of 5-2. 2. And I think they're off tonight before resuming play tomorrow night. Cleveland Cavaliers, an NBA best 61-15 record as they thump on the Knicks 119-101. And the Avalanche and the Blue Jackets in NHL action tonight.
Is that here or there?
That is in Columbus.
Okay. Very good.
Well, for us, it's still there no matter where it is. They're not playing in Chillicothe, no.
Where would they play in Chillicothe? I mean, the rink there at the Pump House Center for the
I
Arts
don't think the mighty
not set up.
Children's Museum rink would...
that would be cool, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And them have to use the same type of skates that the kids have to use.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting matchup. All right, coming up in just a moment, we're going to announce our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. That's coming up shortly. But first, let's tell you about
Litter Quality Propane. Online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. Find out more at litterpropane.com.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. They've been in business for almost 50 years, taking care of the heating, cooling, and plumbing issues that we have across southern Ohio. You want to find out more about what they do? Click on this ad on our website. Just go to littermedia.com, and it will take you to accuratehvac.com. Time now to announce our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. And this sent to us by Hannah Hinthorn. Meet Leviticus, or Levi for short. He is a pure breed Cocker Spaniel who is less than a year old. He loves to play in the snow, as you can tell. He's got snow all over him right there, and the snow loves to get stuck to his fur. He was adopted from Petland this past year, and he's been shown nothing but love from his family. He loves to torment his sister, who is a Chihuahua mix named Maggie. Who doesn't like to torment Maggie, right? Levi loves to take photos and play with his favorite stuffed lamb called Lammy. So congratulations to Leviticus, or Levi for short. Send your Pet of the Week nominations to littermedia@gmail.com. Put the Petland Pet of the Week in the subject line there. Tell us about your pet, and remember to include a photo. You can see all of the 2025 pets on littermedia.com. And in December, we will announce a Pet of the Year. Congratulations to Leviticus, our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. Time for this date in history now. And we go back to the 1800s.
1860. And this has nothing to do with the Civil War. The first Pony Express mail traveling by horse and rider relay teams simultaneously leaves St. Joseph, Missouri and Sacramento, California. 10 days later, on April 13th, the westbound rider and mail packet completed the approximately 1,800-mile journey and arrived in Sacramento, beating the eastbound packet's arrival in St. Joseph by 2 days and setting a new standard for speedy mail delivery. The Pony Express, off and running on this date in 1860.
I've often wondered about the horses and their health, because if they ran them like crazy, and the riders too, that's a lot of bouncing up and down as you run through the countryside.
Yes, sir.
But Pony Express, thank you very much. All right, just ahead, we will be prepared for tomorrow. We've got a special edition coming up on Friday. We've got two of them, actually, with Michaela Bruning from ODOT. We'll also have in to talk about the golf outing with the morning Rotary clubs. That'll be taking place in June, I think. Or is it May?
That's what we're going to find out.
It's May, I believe.
Stay
But
tuned.
we'll have Dave Pinkerton along with Robin Burno in to talk about that at noon on Friday. So enjoy the rest of your day. Back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media